Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Morning. We're back. And that white stuff is snow. So Jen and I were on vacation last week with the kids, and yeah, we were actually in the Bahamas. So while we were gone, they got like 3.5, 4 inches of snow here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, which doesn't happen all that much. So yeah, that's a little bit of a shock. Come back from the nice warm to snow. So yeah, but yeah, we're back. Boys had several projects they were working on last week. Of course, you know, I'm dealing with the same problem every other owner of a business deals with, is employees who have better things to do than to come work. So, you know, that's the struggle sometimes as a small business owner, and any business owner most days. But yeah, we're back. We'll go in here and kind of look around and see what they got going on. But yeah, look at that. That's just that's crazy. Not something you see much around here. So, but anyways, thanks for all the comments from last week. Yeah, the Airstream was a little bit of a difficulty, but we got it back on track. So, but yeah, we're here. Let's go in here and take a look. All right, so this big alliance you see in here, this is a regular customer of mine, and 2 of the hydraulic cylinders have developed pretty good little leaks on them. So they're working on trying to resolve that. He's got multiple other issues that they're working on, but you can see they got it on jacks right now because he's got the hydraulic system opened up, and I think one of these has got an issue also. But yeah, they're in here. You can see the other jack sitting out here waiting. So just working on getting that done. So we'll show you a little bit more as we get done. All right, so this big American Eagle several weeks ago, we saw in the video where we were doing some troubleshooting on this unit, and HWH had determined that the brain box for this unit was bad. So we've got the new unit in here, and Mr. Thomas is getting it swapped out now, and then we'll go through and see what's going on here. All right, so the next one here in the shop is this one cousin Gary's working on. Customer brought it in and said it wouldn't work. That's a pretty good reason why it don't work. So they've got it apart. They've actually got the new burner pad on it. These are always a little bit fun to take apart because they've got this gas valve or gas line that screws into the gas valve on the top. Sometimes those are a pain to get out of there, but yeah, he's got it back together, and we'll be testing here shortly. All right, well, you can see the big American Eagle is out here. They got it done before I could get a video done on it, but yeah, that controller fixed the problem with the slide. Now the jacks all work, and that's a fancy unit because that slide comes out and then comes down so that the floors are all even with the interior floors, and all the tiles line up too. It's really nice. But yeah, that fixed that all up. We've actually got it plugged up out here because of the life batteries it has in there. It's got the warmers on the batteries, and it's got the and we got the aqua hot running too, so that way the puts a little heat down in there, because those, you know, obviously those very expensive batteries don't like the cold. So yeah, they've got it sitting there, and it's done. So they're just they're gonna keep it plugged up so that way the customer can get it and everything's still good, because we're supposed to have some cold weather the next couple days. I'm not sure when he's going to be by to pick that up. But as you can see, the snow is not going away at the moment. And yeah, next week we're supposed to be down in, like with the wind chill, single digits. So it's supposed to be cold for this area. So Hey, welcome to wintertime, right? In beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. There you go. This next project here is this Fleetwood Revolution. Now, Winnebago does kind of the same thing. You see these nicer high-end coaches got, you know, that nice vinyl ceiling. But here's kind of the issue of what's going on here. Customer had a leak, and I've kind of dealt with this customer for years and years. He's a good guy. We actually pulled all the tile out of his camper that's probably been a year ago now, and got rid of the tile and put in this nice LVP back here. So yeah, he developed the leak and wants us to do this. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, this is not something I really have ever really wanted to take on, because like here in the bedroom, he's got a little bit of spot there, but you know, kind of the issue has always been the cabinetry's all bolted up against this. I mean, it's a little bit of a nightmare. So I kind of told him, just being here in the bathroom, you know, I would do this one in here. He's already bought the material, but yeah, this is something Mr. Lewis is gonna take time to see what we can do with it. So yeah, not something I've really ever done, because it's not a fun job. It's not a you know, they do all this when they put all this together, and this can be a nightmare. And then to make it look right, to get everything glued up correctly, to put everything, I mean, we tried one years ago, and the time that we had invested in it versus what the customer was paying, he was not happy. And again, it's not an easy job. It's not, you know, there's a lot going on, but you know, we see a lot of Winnebagos, we see a lot of campers of this nature where this has happened. So, you know, the evolution is, we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens, and you're along for the ride. So here we go. We're gonna give it a whirl. All right, so here's where we're at on this, and you can see Mr. Lewis has just about got it all apart. There's one more screw back up in the corner there, and then back here, and that whole cabinet will be out of there. But yeah, pretty much have got it out of here. Now, it's kind of a good deal right here. They overlap that. It's got some screws that hold this in. But yeah, you can put that in there, and that retains it. So other than just having to build a big template to figure out how to go back in there, this is actually going to work out pretty nice. All right, well, there's the corner cabinet. He's got it out. So now it's just a free shot. So yeah, just got to get this down. Like I said, a little bit of that piece over there, and then we'll just make a template, and then we'll put it all on glue it onto the backer board out there. All right, so Mr. Lewis has got the panel out of here. Now, something going on right there. There's water. That is super, super wet right there. So I have to get up on the roof here and see what's going on, because we don't solve that, all this is going to be for null. All right, so next project here in the shop is this Winnebago Sun Cruiser. Got a basement air, and this one here actually had caught on fire. Some of the electrical panel had caught on fire and had caused some issues, and so the gentleman turned it into his insurance company, and the insurance company approved for a new unit. So Mr. Lewis at the moment is working on a new unit installation. One of the next projects here in the shop is this Forester Class C. We're having some hydraulic jack problems, and when they got to looking at this thing, what they found out, and you see what's going on here as far as trying to get to everything up underneath there, but that controller right there, one of the wires had rotted out and actually shorted and burned up the touchpad. It burned up the touchpad. It shorted it out. Obviously, there were some voltage problems in there, and the lights were real dim, and we only got one light that it would even come on. So I went in there and repaired that wire, put a new touchpad on it, and guess what? It works now. So they got to redo a 0 point on the level. But yeah, controllers up underneath there where all the, and this thing's been up north, so it's got a lot of rust underneath there. But yeah, just the two wires had got together and shorted out. And that's what happens. So that one is back on track. So the other issue with this little Forester that's in here is this back slide is not operating. And Swing Tech. So this side works, but that side absolutely is dead. So we've got to go back in here and verify the wiring. Just make sure, because even in bypass mode, that's not even working. So maybe something as simple as the wires come unplugged, but yeah, need a little tiny guy to get back there and work on that. All right, so the little Forester is all fixed up. He found that way back there in the corner that the motor and the cable had actually come unplugged. So once he got it all plugged up, he's got it working. You can see he's got a can of Hilco lube on the little stool right there. So he's gonna go ahead and get it all lubed up, but it's working fine. Just came unplugged. That's the way it happens sometimes. All right, next project here in the shop is this refrigerator, and it's out of here. Let's turn this around. I'm gonna turn the camera around. We're gonna talk about this. All right, so you can see the refrigerator sitting on the floor, and the cabinetry is gone. Now this is the way it came into me. I mean, we did not do this. This is literally how it came to us from the customer, and you can see what's going on. I mean, refrigerator's out of it, floor's out of it. Now they've started building a floor for this, but this is it. This is what we got. So this customer brought this in. He said that driving down the road, the floor came apart, fell down, and this is what he's got. Now, the bad part is, of course, he was told by the big box store that Goodsams would cover anything that happened to the camper. So he didn't want to pay for this. He wanted Goodsams to pay for it. So I did up a quote, called Goodsams, and this is exclusion number 11. Cabinetry and wood working. It's not covered by Goodsams. Sorry. So I did a claim. That way, if he doesn't believe me, he can call Goodsams. But evidently, now he wants us to fix it. So the boys are in here now, getting this under control. But yeah, don't believe Goodsams is going to cover everything. You need to read your policy, but yeah, this was part of exclusion 11. So yeah, don't. I've run into this multiple times where they come in and people say, "Well, they told me to cover this," and there's a lot of stuff Goodsams don't. Now, Goodsams is good. They are great on other stuff, but again, look at your paperwork, because there are exclusions of certain things, and if they've got an exclusion on it, they ain't gonna pay. All right, another project we're starting here. It's late on a Friday, but we're getting going on this project for next week. This Pathfinder. This thing, gentleman bought this camper, and it has got some water issues where it's been leaking there and leaking here, and this wall paneling is just destroyed. And you can see how much water's been down in here. So Mr. Lewis is actually going to go in here and we're going to replace this wall panel along with that. And then next will be this one here. So that's the next project. You can see he's got it semi-dismantled. And he'll start working on getting the paneling out, and then we'll start working on some new paneling. All right, well, Mr. Thomas has got this one all finished up. The refrigerator is back in place. They got the floor all built. So yeah, that one's done and ready to ship out. Well, all right, so you can see they got that all done. So that'll make that customer happy. They'll have that one done and out of here, finished up and ready to go. So there you go. Well, that's close to finishing it up for us. You can see what my employees are doing. I'm over here taking videos and they're all standing around talking, but it is close to the end of the day. That one there has an excuse. I don't know if it's legit or not, but that's what he's going to claim is going on. But he says he's got a trash can in it, trash he's hauling off from the can. Gary, why don't you tell us about that Airstream from last week?
What Airstream?
Exactly. Thanks for all the comments on that, guys. I mean, you see, he feels terrible about it. He really does. He really does, whether he's laughing right now or not, but he does feel bad about that.
Oh, yeah. Very much.
Okay, well, you guys saw what we did on that, and thanks for all the comments. And, no, I'm not going to kill Cousin Gary. That was one of the comments. That's not what I'm going to do. No, I'm not going to fire Cousin Gary. That's not what we're going to do. Cousin Gary might have to mow the grass at the yard at my house, for a few months. Yes, that could happen. But no, we're not going to fire Cousin Gary. Not yet. You can see he's pretty nervous about it, though. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the comments from last week. And again, we're back for the year, so we're going to be rolling on with the videos. And again, thanks for all the comments. And the Airstream wasn't Cousin Gary approved, but he would normally say this video is Cousin Gary approved. So, so there you go. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care.